What's going on, everybody? We're on part 8 of NASCAR 25. And yesterday's video, we had some decent runs. I mean, not too bad, I personally don't think. I mean, let's get here to the schedule. I mean, we had a good finish here for 8th at Bristol. Don't know what happened there. That was kind of weird. Or was it Richmond? It was one of the two races we had a weird finish, but we had 11th and 8th from yesterday, so not too bad. Looks like we're going to be going to Kansas and Martinsville. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Still don't know how they really do the whole standings in the ARCA series. We are 11th in the standings, which is not bad for our first year. I will take that. Actually, yeah, we're not going to be able to really do too much. I mean, maybe get to 10th. I like to have that 10th place finish. So let's jump into Kansas, and Kansas was our first win, so we should do really good at Kansas, in my opinion. If you haven't done so, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's jump into qualifying at Kansas. Coming off of 4 now, leader had a 33.69. It looks like we're going to have a 32.487, qualified 4th, which is one of our, I believe, one of our best qualifying. Yeah, the car feels really good. This is back to where we were for the first Kansas race. The car felt phenomenal.
Let's go trackside now for the command to start this ARCA Series race. Drivers, start your engines.
Here we go. Start it up.
So let's go ahead and get this race underway, and let's go ahead and get our well, us another win. I'll rephrase that. Alright, let's get this race going. How many laps is it going to be? I think it's 11? No, it's 7. 7 laps. We can do this in 7 laps. I think this is where we actually had a pretty good battle for the win, if I'm not mistaken. Just got to keep this car in excellent condition. Now, it's kind of weird because we're falling back. I didn't really do anything weird. I am getting a good little bump there. See if we can get another one and get back up here. Car just seems a little bit slow. I don't know why it came off turn 2 that slow. Alright, we got perfect speed here. Perfect speed coming right up to 3rd here. Let's see if we're probably going to have to go to the bottom, will be our best bet to do. We actually cleared them before we went into 1. We almost did though. Just stay in the draft is all we can do. Alright, Williams going to go up here. Probably, maybe bump him up, and that will probably give no. Stay into the top here. I don't know if this was a good idea or not to do. Looks like we're going to be coming off 4 next to him. Go underneath this. Kind of cut him off a second. There we go. We actually grabbed the lead without hitting anybody. I will take that. Kind of got under the apron there. It kind of messed me completely up. Alright, let's block. Well, he actually saved that? Wow. Very impressive, because the other ones could not save that. That's going to mess us back up. Kind of cut that corner just too much. Alright, we can easily get back up here. This car showing really good speed. It's kind of weird on that first lap that we fell back that much. Alright, we should be able to get this going into 1. Hopefully. Staying right there with him. Kind of got a little brushed the wall a little bit there. Yeah, just can't get enough speed there. Have to keep trying this. We'll easily get it though. Just about to come to the white flag. I'm right on William here. Let's see if we can go underneath him. Maybe get another lap lead. Take it straight to the apron. Lap lead for us. Okay. Final lap. So all we have to do is just make a good lap. Good lap. Just make a good lap. It's just I get right on that apron and that screws me up. Just try to block him or something. We got good speed. We should actually get this win. Should actually get it. I'm trying to stay right bottom to the apron. I had to let off just a tad bit. The car's getting a little bit tight. It's going to be a battle straight to the line. We're bumping. Oh, right to the line. That screwed us up. Man, Kansas is one awesome track. Finished second. He finished third, but That was awesome. I want to see that replay. I mean, I know I got into them. All right, let's see. Change the camera angle here. All right, we got to jump this to the end. Look how we go from this angle. Look how much it shades through the race. That's pretty cool. All right, let's jump to the end of the race here. Can we actually, right here. Right here is where it all happens. I could tell you exactly what happened here. I jumped this too much right there. Tried to overcorrect it too much. You just see how the car got a little loose. Just a tad bit loose. The apron is the white line. Right to the apron. And I think that's what messed us up, actually. Coming straight to the line. Actually, it was a good battle. Three-way right there. Try to see if we can get an overhead on this. I know we can get the top view. There we go. All right, this is probably our best view. Straight to the wall. Did not touch the wall, though. And then we kind of made contact there. I cut it down. You can see where my car actually goes down. That was trying to like give me more, trying to slow him down and give me more speed, and I made contact right there. That was purely me. Actually, how did he finish third? Let's see if we can get a back angle. Here we go. And he just spins right across the line. That was actually pretty cool. Look at that. Spins right there past the line. That would have been actually a pretty good finish. Three-way for the win. If I wouldn't have done that, I would have finished third. I literally gave it all I had. You can obviously tell the 28's at the bottom. He's basically going to win it. That was my only chance of doing something. So a second place finish, which is good. We got 43 points. At least we did not lose that many points. I mean, we should have been pretty good there. We did get $17,303 for that second place, which was pretty good. But see what it did actually to the car. Body, chassis, engine, and suspension. Nah, that ain't too bad. Actually, less than what I thought it was going to be. All right, let's go ahead. Crew chief, we got recommended. So let's go ahead and actually do all that. That puts us back to 100% car, which is going to be what we're going to have in the last two races here. We're going to have to at least have 100% car. All right, new sponsor offer. Looks like we're going to get $3,850 per race, which is what we need. And we got that. So we'll go ahead and sign that sponsor. We'll go ahead for a top 10 finish. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that because it's going to be $19,000 or $1,900. All right, let's go ahead and do crew chiefs ready, right? Yeah, everything's ready for the race. Let's see what I keep forgetting though. They need to actually put that on the main screen for the points. Schedule, Martinsville, Phoenix is our last race, and we are still 11th in the points, but we're only 5 points from 10th. So we should maybe get that Jason and Greg. Okay, we can get some major points to maybe get to 9th by Phoenix, which would be a great season for us in the ARCA series. So let's jump into Martinsville's qualifying and see how we actually do at Martinsville. Coming into 3, the car feels really good. A little tight though, but not bad. I think it's going to loosen up during the race. And it looks like the leader is going to be 21.63. We did qualify 13th. How far was we actually back from the leader? Only a half a second still. Man, this is going to be really tight. I remember. All right, we got to find. Greg is in 17th starting. Jason is starting 18th. So 17th, 18th, and we're 13th. Okay. We got to keep them in mind on those two cars because we can maybe get up to 8th in the points.
Let's go trackside now for the command to start this ARCA Series race. Drivers, start
Let's get this race underway. Oh man, I can't believe next race is the final race of the season. It's hard to believe. Man, they got Martinsville cloudy and foggy, it looks like. Alright, let's see what we got here. How many laps? It'll be 14 laps. We can do this in 14 laps. I was hard in the brakes because I did not want to rear end him. I had too much speed going into one. To start another race, you have so much speed. This should break away. We should catch the end of the field. If no caution comes out, we should be fine. I am all over his back end. Cannot pass him. Once they get too wide, it's so hard to pass. I mean, I've tore his whole back end up just by rubbing him off of 3 and 4. Up to 11th. So not too bad. Lap 2. Hard in the brakes. Hard in the brakes. This car is not one to turn. If you miss your braking point, this car does not want to turn. Actually got a pretty good run there. Alright, back into the brakes. I just can't get this car to brake. This is where I'm saying the car, it feels a little bit too loose. And I'm at the top of the track. Don't be ever at the top of the track at Martinsville. You gotta at least be middle. Hard in the brakes. That was perfect actually around 3 and 4. Carried enough speed. And we are back and forth between each other. I think I battled her before, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember what track it was. But it was a good little battle between me and her for, I think it was 8th, 9th, or 10th. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Hard in the brakes. I'm all over her side. Martinsville's a hard track, actually. I didn't think it was actually going to be this hard. Back in the brakes. See, it's so hard because you got to pretty much, this car is not one to turn at all. Now, I'm not sure why the caution came out. We've been pretty much staying in 12th. That's kind of crazy how that caution came out right when they started lapping. No, I don't want to pit. Advance to green, so I guess somebody spun out. I don't know what happened on that one. Oh, how many laps are we actually going to have here? Because this car is not wanting to go past 12th for some reason. Still feels really tight. Should have loosened this car up just a tad bit. The more you run this car, the more it's just getting tighter around the turns. So we only got 2 laps left. It's not too... Get off of me. Like, I can't save this. She literally got into my back end. I just could not save that. Caution's back out. Yeah, I guess that's part of payback from her, I guess. Yeah, that kind of sucked. That put us 13th. Well, 13th when we did do 12th. I will get by her, so don't worry. I'll get behind, or get by that 55. That's going to leave us 2 more laps, though, of overtime. Let's see if we can get underneath her right here, which we should. We should be back up. Trying to take what we can here. It's going to be just a battle fest just to try to get a top 10. That's all I want. So I want to get that gold sponsor. Just get it right in the 3 and 4. Coming to the final lap. Alright, 9th. We cannot drop back anymore. No more. I want to finish 9th. Just let me get out of Martinsville with a 9th place straight. That's actually the best turn I've actually done for this whole race, actually. Alright, let's see if we can get into 3 and 4. I'm going to have to force this car in this turn just to get it to slow down. I want to stay. I'll take an 8th. I will take an 8th. I'll take a 9th. Just a top 10. Perfect. I had to grab that as much as I could. That was actually challenging. Martinsville's a challenging race. That was a 9th place finish, which wasn't bad at Martinsville. Thought it could be a little bit better, but we did get $9,175, which is awesome. And we also got that goal. That's what we needed the most. That money there will help us for the next season. Car is battered and banged up. We're going to have to get this thing to 100%. If you want to see Phoenix, which is going to be the next race, let's go ahead and actually jump in and look at the standings. Did we gain any points is the question. Standings. Okay, we're now 10th in the standings, which is good. And we are now exactly 6 points off from 9th. We can at least grab 9th. Actually, yeah, 9th. I don't think we're going to be able to get to 8th, but we can at least get to 9th. In our first season, I will take it. Ooh, it's going to be a challenge, I think. I think it's going to be a really big challenge. So if you want to see Phoenix, which is the next race, which will be a solo race. That's the only race I'm doing next one, because this could be championship race. So if you want to see that one, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow with Phoenix. Hope everybody's enjoying their day.